Hey, happy wine Wednesday.
Woohoo! Happy Wine Wednesday.
Oh,
See, I'm getting hijacked. I'm getting hijacked already. There you go.
where are you?
Boom, I'm back. I'm
There
back.
you
Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members. It is a late episode of Wine Wednesday. Welcome. Where are you, Mira?
I'm in the Okanagan. Where are you, Carl?
I had to fly out. Sorry, I had to leave you behind. I feel lonely here, I have to say. Feel pretty lonely, but we're
Oh,
meeting with amazing people. I'm in Ontario. I'm in Niagara. I'm in the launch of a pretty cool business, a pretty cool new concept here, the Niagara Custom Crush Studio. I'm here. I'm on site. It doesn't look like it. I'm tucked in an office up here, but there's people from all over the Niagara wine industry downstairs. Over 100 people from like every single position, from tasting room managers to wine educator to winery owner, winemaker. Everyone is downstairs. The vibe is it's absolutely electric. It's just so cool. And yeah, we are in the middle of that. Mira, we've been working in the background of that project for a while now, making your magic into brand alignment and to consulting with all the whole team. And I'm here on the site today, celebrating a absolute like such an excitement of a project. I have done some training with some staff today, and yeah, we have some special guests here for you today.
that is cool. That is cool.
Absolutely.
So you guys are like upstairs and downstairs is where the party's at.
I hijacked the general manager's office. He doesn't even know that I'm here. I have an absolute, like, I have an amazing bottle of Chardonnay here. Have you ever heard about that brand, Mira?
Well, of course. So you have the Christine. Is that the Chardonnay? Oh, that's the Chardonnay you really liked.
Yeah, that's a
So
Christine.
we
Come on,
discovered
Graham. Come
this
here.
wine.
Come here. I have Graham Rennie here.
Oh
Graham
my
is right
God.
here. Just coming to the office. This
Hey,
is
Graham.
the owner of Rennie Wine here. The genius, the guy who has these grapes on his property. Christine is Graham's wife. Okay, so that's one of the best Chardonnay out here. So Graham is here. Graham is the guys with the idea behind the Niagara Custom Crush Studio, and he put all that together. This guy is to make his wine at Malivoire for 10 years, and the dream behind that is to provide a virtual winemaker with a permanent home, a place where they can come, crush their grape, make their wine the way they want, but with all the resources that they want, and also have a retail space. So you put that together, and here we are today.
Yep.
Cheers to that.
We're having an industry night.
Industry night.
And we have another friend with us.
This guy, I keep him for dessert because our listener, they all know about that guy. He's been hijacking our show too many times. So everyone who's listening, we know that Marcel Morgenstern, yeah, the real one. Marcel, come on here. He's right behind the camera here.
You need more
Marcel
chairs.
is here as well.
It's a good problem.
Just, so yeah, this is industry night here in Niagara. The no industry nights are real industry night without that guy. So he's here.
Awesome. I'm so glad. That's so cool.
Graham, how about you tell us a little bit about that project, that Niagara
Yeah, I
Custom
mean,
Crush
we
Studio?
discovered it on Carl's birthday. We stopped by to see you, Graham.
Yep.
And that was
Was
back.
that when he was 29?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? That was June 27th. That's true. We're on our way to the Blue Jays and Red Sox game.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Well,
So Leslie's got a
Simply-
great question. She was recently in the Okanagan. Is it like the Oliver Wine Village? I think let's let Graham talk, and then we can chat about that. It's
I don't
similar,
think
but
it,
not.
I don't think it's like the Oliver
I don't think so either.
facility.
No.
But so this is we bought this winery called Stony Ridge Winery. It's been around since 1985. Beautiful property on King Street, right in the heart of Vineland wine country, and we are going to be expanding this place, 10,000 square foot expansion over the winter, so that we can produce 1 million liters of wine a year, 100,000 cases, and we're targeting the there's a plethora of virtual winemakers here in the area. Over 30 virtual winemakers. Most of them are making their wine at a facility where they know the winery owner, but the winery owner doesn't really want them there competing in his retail store with that winery owner's products.
That's it, right?
So the virtual winemaker has to develop his own channels of distribution to LCBO, to licensees, to direct to consumer. Very time consuming, very hard to do. Hard to scale up your business. Hard to go from 100 cases to 2,000 cases.
Well, especially going into the LCBO with that smaller production.
Well, the LCBO is not even a market.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
So now you don't have a whole lot left if you don't have retail space.
So you need retail space. And so I did this for a decade at Malabar, made my wine. I own a 50-acre vineyard, as you were referring to. So I had the ability to pick some of my own fruit. Martin Malabar, super good buddy. He let me make it there and sell it there. So I've had firsthand experience on the value of having that retail exposure and retail channel. So we want to basically provide that same opportunity to virtual winemakers here in the area who are very passionate about the wines they make and want to grow their brands, want to accelerate their sales, want to grow to a level where they can actually, make some decent money, have a good living. To do that, you really need kind of an all-encompassing, totally integrated business model. And this allows them to do that without having to put up any capital to buy equipment, building, have to go through all the city of the town of Lincoln processes, and and sell your wine. And for the consumer, so for the producer, I think it's a super interesting option. For consumers, as I was listening to many of the retail people here tonight who are getting excited about this concept, all these people who are working in wineries all over town here, they love the idea that a consumer can drive in here, and once we get our 10 or 11 tenants, you can be tasting wine, amazing wine from small artisanal producers. You can do a flight of Chardonnay from 7 of the top Chardonnay producers. Christine is one of 7 different beautiful artisanal brands that you could taste in a flight. And when you buy the wine through our wine club, you'll be able to, or through Carl's Wine Club, you'll be able to mix and match. A couple of bottles of amazing Gamay from a producer, Chardonnay, a Passimento wine, some Pinot. All of the producers who are here, you can mix and match. It's not something you can do right now if you go to a single winery. So
unless you go to the bottle shop in Fontaine.
And you go to the bottle shop in Fontaine, exactly. And get some amazing food at the same time.
Absolutely. Wow, we're revolutionizing the whole wine industry right here.
That's it. That's it. To
Solving
open
the
the
world's
door,
problems.
the food is starting to come out. You know what though? Like having been there, starting virtual brands, like this is like great job, congratulations. But man, is it overdue?
Yeah, it's overdue.
Like, it's, how many? And there's a few of them downstairs. Like how many people have struggled with just that? With quite frankly, the overregulation of everything that has put these limits to it. But then also, I think on the logistics side, on the production side, there's so many hurdles, and we have so much great like winemaking talent in the area.
Tremendous.
So I was going to say that never mind the people that are looking for a home now. I think something like this will just bring people that are in school today, for winemaking and so on. I think that there is a great chance for just bringing the whole industry further, because now you're gonna give, never mind, you are going to give people an opportunity to express themselves.
So the president of Niagara College, which is one of the top colleges in the world, right here in Niagara, great wine school, great hospitality school. So Sean Kennedy and his number 2 Fiona were at my home last week, and because they were aware of what we were doing, they really were plugged in. They were very excited, and what we talked about was all the things that we might be able to do with the college in a partnership.
Absolutely.
We're going to create a partnership.
Stomping ground.
We're not exactly sure where it's going to go, but they're very keen. We're having a meeting, our first meeting next week, and we were talking about students who graduate from that program, like they have to go, and they may be very talented winemakers, but they have to go work at a winery, you know, figure out, put some money together. Hopefully someone will make their wine. Instead of that, a guy graduating could actually say right out of the gate, I'm going to start making wine under my brand. I think I can do it. I can come to the profession and do that.
Yeah.
So that's the guy you're talking
That's
about.
amazing.
I talked to one of the retail staff, showed up tonight, and I was introducing her what we were doing here. And she just said, wow, that's so cool. I've always wanted to be a virtual winemaker. I just didn't know where I could have my wine made. I said, well, come see us next week.
Yeah.
And so your point is this, that you are going to be an incubator.
Yeah.
As much as you're targeting existing virtual winemakers who have a brand already and a following and are making wine. Think about all the people out there
Where
who
it's
you
a
will
stepping stone.
stepping
Right?
stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
Amazing.
And listen, where my mind and Mira's mind here come in, we're going a wine club. Can you imagine the possibility of a wine club? You have 12 brands,
Yeah.
and you can mix and match among all of the things available there. My Chardonnay wine club is now a dream come true, Mira Boucher. Do you know that? Here is my subscription here. My subscription of a Chardonnay, because here you have like endless possibility. I was talking to the
He
staff.
might never leave again.
So Mira, by the way, I got to tell you, Mira, he may never leave because every day the Airbnb that we set him up in, they're making him fresh muffins every morning. So, you know, if you want him back, you better get the recipe.
I heard, and there's a massage studio like right there too. So
Yeah, I need to experience that as well. But
Well,
you
you
know,
had
I
some
was telling this, yeah, I was telling the staff this morning. We're doing some staff training today with them, and I was just like the possibility of the flight that they can create, and like the knowledge that this is a place of knowledge. This is a place of where like every staff in the wine industry will want to come and work for. It's just such an exciting project. So
It's
yeah,
really
it's been
cool.
a
I
fun week so far, and these guys are for real, Mira. These guys are
That's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
That is so cool. I mean, how many times have you and I, Carl, brainstormed like how cool would it be to have a horizontal tasting of a bunch of different Chardonnays, a bunch of different, you know, whatever, Pinot Noirs, a bunch of different red blends. And it's so hard to do that out here. I mean, we just do it with our members on a private basis, like at our house, because we're nerdy and we just want to see what that's like. But you learn so much. It's fascinating.
Absolutely.
And it's so different. What you're doing is so different because there are some tasting rooms, like here in Cologne and Penticton, there's one where you can go and taste multiple wineries, but they're all under one corporate brand, like Arterra or something like that, right?
Exactly.
And what I find is that you don't get the same like authenticity necessarily with
These guys, you said Arterra, it's I think, but it's like who?
Yeah, so I think one of the really cool things is it's
Oh yeah, sorry, nobody's listening anyway. Yeah, no worries.
no, it's a bunch of independent wineries, right? So
you know, that's what the club trying to support us most as possible, and that's the interesting part of what we do. And when we get to the little mom and pop shop or the Rennie Wines of the world where they produce 150 cases of something, or when Marcel releases 2020 vintage, an absolute bomb, you know, like being involved in these small projects. And now with the Crush, there's room for 12 different. Oh, okay, I have to tell you, I met with people tonight at the Crush. They're making 50 cases of Riesling. When we talk about small things, 50 cases of each, 2 labels of Riesling. You know who they're taking their inspiration from?
Who?
Synchromesh, right around the block from our house.
Interesting.
So these are cool stories, and this place is filled with these stories and these ideas. It's like I guess goosebumps just talking about it. So Canadian wine lover, it's like everyone who's listening right now, like this place, it's gonna be the experience. So it's so much fun.
So cool.
So cool.
Well, it's about like expressing that creativity from our, like what Canada can do, right? and taking it to the whole next level.
And this guy, Marcel, was right at the forefront again when he went forward with the bottle shop in Fonthill. How many people told you were absolutely nuts to do that? That's never going to work.
That
right?
was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I was dreaming about that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
Things always change. That's the one constant thing. Things always change.
but what you've been telling me for 2 weeks now, this place is freaking rocking now.
Yeah.
Like tonight, he came late to the reception. He was stuck at the restaurant. The place is packed. Now he's doing winemaker dinner at some team. I guess it's so cool. So that's what we've been at the forefront with the club as well. All of these changes, right? Shipping to different province, telling the government that has to change. And the project of Marcel and what Graham is doing, just bringing our industry at the same level that what they're doing down south, what they're doing across the pond, because our juice is world class. We just need the infrastructure to freaking support what we're doing. Okay? So
that's the next battle.
That's the next battle. So yeah. So Mira.
Well, hey, yeah, tell us back to the wine you were drinking. What are you drinking again?
Well, I have in my glass, this is the Christine. So this is 2017, the Chardonnay, 2017 vintage. You know, another great Ontario Chardonnay. But this is from one of the most sought after piece of land on the Beamsville Bench, 50-acre vineyards, where Graham grows Bordeaux varietal, but Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. And that's funny because this Chardonnay should be sold for much more. But
you gotta
the
stop
Chardonnay is
saying
named
that
to
with the
Christine. And it happened to Christine to be Graham's wife. And she said, you can't sell that for more than $35 because no, my friend won't be able to afford it. So it has to be $35.
40.
Okay, yeah, it's 40.
I got it to 40.
You got it to 40.
I thought it was 35.
So this is an outstanding premium Chardonnay, creamy lemon meringue. But I was telling the staff this afternoon, the spice, the ginger, the white pepper, the long creamy finish. There's a complexity in that Chardonnay who makes it absolutely a reflection of the site of the Beamsville Bench. There's a beautiful minerality.
The brightness on the nose.
Hey, yeah. There's that like sweetness, but like a frame of citrus who zip through that before you put it in your mouth that's going to be bright, it's going to be fresh, but the texture and the complexity, it's.
And you know what? Like if you line it up with Niagara shards, like there's something unexpected on the nose, and I maybe you could tell me, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Like there's something on the nose where it's like, all right, that's very different.
This is unique and special.
In a very good way. I don't know what do you get on the.
That's the flame, but a little stony.
You think that's
cardamom?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I think it's come back to the site, and we talk about it. It's about terroir, right? And especially when we talk now, Graham, the Rennie wines are mostly based on Appassimento. That's Graham's passion. But Chardonnay, there's nothing.
There's a little bit left in here.
There you go.
That's
the G. But here, this is about terroir. This is about the vineyard. So here you go. Elaine here. She's downstairs and she's commenting and watching us. So that's pretty funny. Very unique and special wine. And I can't wait to feature that in the club. I just can't wait. This is something that, what I like the style of Chardonnay. This is right up my alley, full body and spectacular. So what's next for us? Are we going back to the party or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are out of here. Yeah. I'm just going to finish with our people. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming. Okay. Thanks. I'll meet you back downstairs in 5-10 minutes. Bye, Mira.
It was so great to see you. Bye.
Okay. Ciao.
That's so cool. I love the energy. It's clearly you guys are having fun.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone downstairs. Like there was like Vadim from Cassava.
Oh,
was
great.
there. We had what's his name from King's Court. You know, remember we did something with King's Court right out of the gate of the club. He came, Lauren, I believe, from King's Court right at the beginning. Super cool to see him. Jeff Ennis was there. Who else? Oh, there was like, the team from Vineland, the team from Siouan. So all people are walking in the door. Everyone is high-fiving. Everyone is hugging, congratulating each other. Kevin Papakanka from 2027 Sours. Like there's Panagapka. Like that's the plethora of like cool people downstairs. And yeah, everyone is very excited for that project.
That's awesome. And Roy is saying, please send more info. And I said, we will as soon as we know more. There's an article I just linked in the comments here. And if you Google Niagara Custom Crush Studio, that comes up as well. But yeah, it's very exciting. And we're so excited to be a part of it. Lisa and Mike, who are on tonight, are going to be at the Vineyard Tour with Graham tomorrow and with Carl.
So everyone who's listening tonight, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, there's a link. I think Mira can put the link in the comments. We are doing a vineyard.
Yes, because there's still a few spots.
Yeah, there's still a few spots available. So tomorrow we're doing a vineyard tour at the home vineyard at Graham's place on the Binsville bench. It's like 5 minutes from here, from the Crush. We're going to do a vineyard tour, and after that, we're gonna drive back to the Crush, and we're going to taste some Rennie wines down here. So a very unique chance to connect with Graham, spend 2-3 hours with Graham and Carl, tasting the wines, but walking the vineyard. To me, that's where it's over the top, right? Yes, there's these experience of tasting wines and all that, but when you walk the vineyard, you get your hands in the dirt, and like now you understand how special that vineyard site is. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting.
Very cool. So
yeah.
One of the very, very first, I think the first winery we ever featured from Niagara is actually the winery we're featuring this week. And so you're coming full circle. Like we discovered Niagara through 13th Street Winery. And then that was like the gateway to all these incredible other family-run businesses that we've discovered with the club. So tell us a little more about 13th Street, because you were there this morning, I think. Yesterday?
Yesterday. This morning, I was at the Crush at 7:45.
Okay.
And we haven't left yet, and it's almost 9 o'clock. So no, I left the Crush for 5 minutes. I went to get some ice.
Okay.
But yesterday I went to 13th Street. I went to say hi to Jean-Pierre Collat. He is a very acclaimed winemaker. There's not a whole lot out there who has made in their lifetime a 99 points Wine Spectator and a 98 points Wine Spectator. The best white wine of the year from Wine Spectator. Like this pedigree, it's very unique. It's very, very rare. And Jean-Pierre moved from his native Chablis region in France. He's from Burgundy. He's from Chablis. He learned at La Roche, one of the most famous producer in Chablis. He made his way up all the way as a head winemaker there. Made some of the most awarded wine in the world himself. And 12 years ago, decided to move anywhere but Canada. He came to Niagara to pursue his dream of making world-class wine in a different climate than France. And here you are. Now, this year, 13th Street Winery was named at the National Wine Line competition. It was named Ontario Winery of the Year. And it was named #2 Canadian Winery of the Year. #2 in Canada, only behind Cedar Creek out of Kelowna. It was the best winery in Ontario, 13th Street Winery. 13th Street made some fantastic world-class, sparkling, traditional method wine. Jean-Pierre is a freak of making sparkling. Like absolutely, one of the best sparkling I ever tasted from Canada is the 2015 Premier Cuvée, just released in 2017. But also, he has a knack of making value wines.
Yeah.
This week we're featuring a value pack from 13th Street, 6 bottle, a discovery pack of 6 bottle for a total of $113.70, including tax. 113 including tax for 6 bottle of wine. All of these wines are either $17.95 or $19.95. Tax in. How crazy is that? And all of these wines are either one gold medal, silver medal, or bronze medal. Like these are like highly awarded wine for a crazy affordable price. This is a silver medal, the Pinot Grigio, the June Riesling. This Sauvignon Blanc was just released. That's funny. We had that conversation. We talk about Jean-Pierre was saying that he was pretty happy with the 2021 Sauvignon Blanc. There's not a whole lot of Sauv Blanc in the region. Pretty happy what I just did. This is freaking fantastic, and you're sitting it for $19.95.
Including tax. This is what's mind-blowing here. This is including tax. If you're in Ontario, that $113.70 includes the shipping, and it's reduced shipping everywhere else. And if you double it, make it a 12-pack, it's free shipping everywhere. So this is amazing. This is the one that blew me away.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
I gave that 91 points. $17.95 for 91 points.
Yeah.
The structure of that, this one has everything you can expect from a medium plus body wine, complete, a complexity and the concentrated that you can't find for a $17.95 wine. It's just mind-boggling the job that they've done with that.
Blind tasted people, just my brother-in-law, Jan, who stopped by, different people that stopped by that day when we had it open. And they all said, oh, this is maybe, I don't know, a $25, $30 wine. And we're like, nah, $17.95, including tax.
Absolutely crazy. Mind-boggling quality.
Yeah. And then there's this.
So yeah.
Fantastic.
The Merlot, 100% Merlot. Another great value. Plush. There's some nice typical Merlot characteristic in there. You find some purity. You find some length. I love the finish on that wine. Super soft as well. So it's good. Great to see that 19 vintage. Even like some talented winemaker can put something together in terms of bigger grape varietal. It's not only a Chardonnay vintage. Something great was made with the Merlot at 13th Street that year.
Yeah, and then I think this is one of the things they're really known for at 13th Street is the Gamay. They have some of the.
They do. Okay, they do. They're one of the only one to do a Gamay sparkling traditional method. They do a vin gris of Gamay. They have 2 different single vineyard Gamay. This is the cuvée. This is the 2 of their single vineyard blended together. And they've decided, usually they sell it for a very high price of $19.95. Okay? And the weirdest thing that I've seen, they just won gold medal at the National Wine Award. Gold medal. One of the reviewer gave it a 93 points, gold medal, and they've decided to give it a $2 discount.
Yeah, it's on sale.
So now we're having it at $17.95 instead of $19.95. I've never asked for that because I thought at that $19.95 it was a steal. He gave us an extra $2 discount on that wine. So absolutely crazy. I was like, what? So it's very, very awesome. This wine, it's not everyone or big fan of Gamay. This is a rounded Gamay. This is not that light Beaujolais Nouveau style. No, this has body. This wine has concentration. This wine has spice. There's a nice earthiness into that wine. $17.95. Are you kidding me? Yeah, just freshly off.
And again, the other pair, that's $17.95, the red. I mean, this is the thing. It's really hard to find too many wines at all at $17.95, including tax, that are awesome.
That
And then
got bulk wine, right?
reds that are amazing at
Yeah.
$17.95, including tax. That's amazing too. So this is, if you can, this is the kind of thing to buy by the case, because
That's it, right?
it's
And
so
well, because we're so cool that we've decided to throw a couple bonus pick here. If you want to up
yes,
your game and that gets them a little bit more like higher price point, there's that
because they
brand
do
new.
all really well, which is pretty special. I mean, 13th Street, they do a lot of things really well, including butter tarts. If you're ever in Niagara, oh my gosh, they have like a full food area.
I've been on a sugar rush for 2 days. I'm eating butter tart because Elia gave me a full box to take home with me.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Like I'm having a sugar headache for a day and a half now.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the traditional method. Premier Cuvée, 60% Pinot, 40% Chardonnay. Traditional method. I think it was 36 months on lease. The base juice of that Premier Cuvée, it's absolutely linear, zippy, citrusy, but minerality of that. There's a saltiness on that Premier Cuvée is fantastic. The bubble a little bigger than they were in the 2015, but it's still an outstanding result for JP and his team. So 91 points. The price, again, guess what?
Point.
The price, it's $39.95, including tax, for a champagne method, top notch, like world class, Niagara Pinot Chardonnay sparkling. So I really enjoyed that. The Pinot Noir is the one that we've tasted just before I left on Sunday. That Pinot Noir, well-rounded, earthiness, sour cherry, also some pomegranate in there. I like the finish. I like the softness of the texture. It's not 2019 in a nutshell. It's not too big. It's very well balanced. So a little bit more pricey, $27.95. Whoa. So yeah, this, and we had one more. Was the Vice Check Chardonnay. Anyway, I cannot put 9 bottles offer together without putting a Chardonnay in there. Come on. Come on.
Especially one of the really good ones that we tasted remember when we tasted 54 Chardonnays for Chardonnay Day?
Absolutely. International Chardonnay Day. That's Vice Check. I give it a 91 plus point. I always like the Lido Vice Check vineyard. I think this is a beautiful piece of land. It always provide pristine fruits, and it gives JP makes a freaking beauty of a chard. This is classic Niagara. This one has a little twist. There's the 2020 vintage, so a little bit rounder, more tropical. But there's that classic Niagara backbone of acidity in the back, and this is where Burgundy meets Niagara. It's right there with this Vice Check Chardonnay, and it is available as a bonus pick. So here we are.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you know what? I wish you were with us, because there's a lot of people here, and that's funny because now the running joke down below is I'm Carl from Mira's Wine Club, and that keeps going.
I love it.
So yeah,
well, you better get back to the party, Carl Boucher.
I think so. I better get back to the kids.
Well, I'm gonna go back to try and get some poutine for us. We already had our dinner earlier, but we're gonna go see if we can find some poutine. What wine should I open with poutine, or do you already have one open from before you left?
You have either the Malbec from the Silva. Get the Malbec going. There's also the Pinot Noir from 13th Street. In terms of white, I don't think that there were any white left before I left. But there's a plethora of red. There's a shitload of red. Go check on the wine wall. There's either, I think 13th Street Pinot Noir can be a good option. The Silva Malbec could be a good option. There's another.
I
Oh no,
love
and you
that
also
about it. I
have
couldn't have them all, but
Isabella
the
sparkling in the
sparkling.
fridge.
Yes. See, I've never had poutine with sparkling, so we'll have to
That's
see.
tonight is the night, sweetheart.
Awesome. We'll have so much fun. Tell us all about it. And tomorrow, when you guys are out at the vineyard, at the
I'll
lake,
do a live. I'll go live from the vineyard tomorrow
think
afternoon,
so?
okay?
That would be fun.
And everyone who wants to book, send me a note. We still have some spot to go walk the vineyard with Graham and myself tomorrow afternoon, and a special rainy tasting tomorrow and Friday. So it's a special Graham
Yeah.
Rennie, Carl Boucher live.
is
And
very
Saturday night is Carl Boucher, Marcel Morgenstern team live from
Yes.
Fonthill Hillfire.
Yes, the Hillfire Kitchen and Bottle Shop. So this is like the club hangout on Saturday night. If you're anywhere near Niagara, you need to stop by. It's free. Like you just pay whatever you want to buy at the place. Hopefully Carl will have some special wines open. I know we shipped some out
I
there.
saved one. I saved one.
That's good.
I saved the time capsule.
Good. There you go.
Yeah, tonight the summit got destroyed because it's Jeff Undermark, right? Jeff used to be the
people-
winemaker here, and someone took upon himself that they was gonna open that bottle, and yeah, so
There
this
you
one
go.
just disappeared. And yeah, I have already opened the Nota Bene and the Syrah, the Speakfoot Toad for us tonight. But someone opened the summit, so I'm down to one for Saturday. But I put it aside; it's now on my desk. Because I put my
And
office up.
maybe a couple Carl's Wine Club bottles we can get.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
sold out, but there's a little stash there for us in Niagara, I think. So
Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, Mira Boucher.
Carl Boucher. Have a great night, guys. Cheers. Happy Wine Wednesday.